So yeah, so today's story, we're gonna tell you about basically the really first time I went to jail. The first time I went to jail, which was for a total of like 6 days. And I was 17 at the time. And so we were out basically north of where I live, and I live out in the dirt roads, you know, so there's dirt roads, back roads, countries, you know, farmhouses. And I'm with two of my buddies, and we're currently waiting for we weren't waiting for nothing. We were going to my house and we were gonna go swimming. And we were, and I didn't like swimming. I'm not a big swimming guy, you know. I grew up with pools, I swam too much, I'm out of it, you know. And so my buddies and I got a pool at my house, so they always wanted to come over and swim. So they picked me up, and I told them that we had to drive around for about an hour or 2 hours until my dad got home, and then we can use the pool when my dad got home. Which was complete bullshit, dude. I mean, like, my dad, we were 17 years old. Like, it was just, you know, bullshit. And I don't know why I lied, you know, but this happened because I lied, you know. So we're out driving around back roading, and you know, we're smoking and stuff, and you know, we're driving around in my buddy's Jeep, and we get to a farmhouse, and out in the middle on like abandoned road. I mean, there's no houses on this road. This is the only house there, you know. You can tell it's unlivable, you know. And it's got a huge barn in the back of it. And so we go to the barn and we check, and it unlocks. Bam, we go right in there, and there's like the millions, $100,000 tractors, you know, the farming tractors, the serious ones, the hay things and all that stuff, the little tractors, the big ones, I mean, the combines, all that stuff. It was one of those big barns. And we were like, oh crap, you know, we didn't even bother looking for keys, nothing like that. We knew it was someone's farm property where they're storing stuff or whatever, you know. So, but maybe the house, maybe there's people at the house, but it was just nothing. It was like a for sale house, nothing on the property, nothing anywhere, you know. And so we go up to the door, me and my three buddies, and I remember this vividly. I was like, I'm not gonna break and enter, you know. I'm not gonna go in there, you know. So I told my buddy, I was like, hey, kick the door down, you know. So my buddy, bam, kicked the door down. We got in, we went inside. It looked like a abandoned house, you know, like a bando, like a downtown in a city, you know, in the hood, like torn apart, you know, like it just, the mattress was torn apart. They had like mail to the roof in the kitchen, the walls, drywall was coming off. You know, there was like dead birds in there. So we proceeded to just search the house, you know, like a little teenager kid would, you know. That's what we were doing. So we were, maybe not every teenager, but that's what we were doing. And we went in there, and I'm 17, and my buddy's 17, and our other buddy is 15 or 16 at the time, 15 I think. And so we're upstairs, and we're searching this house, all three of us. And then my one buddy says, he has enough. And he goes back out to his truck, and or in his Jeep, and he's sitting in the Jeep. So we're up, and we're searching the top floor of this house. Bunch of World War I, like Vietnam, old posters, pictures, like pictures of the guy who used to live here, the grandmas, who knows what it is. So we're looking through them all, and all stuff. My buddy finds a $2 bill. He finds a $2 bill and then a $10 bill. And, or it might have been just a $10 bill, but he was like, you know, started screaming like he found some gold, you know. So I ran in the room, and he was like, oh, $10, you know. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. So we were young and dumb, and I took a bunch of like old jewelry that looked like I was gonna pawn it, you know. I took a bunch of old jewelry and a bunch of photos, and I was carrying them in my hand. And I go and I walk, or all of a sudden we hear my buddy's honking his horn, you know. He honks it twice. We're like, oh, it's probably mean like, yeah, let's go, we've been here a while, you know. So we didn't think anything of it. You know, 2 minutes later, after ruffling around and stuff, I go to walk down the stairs, and I'm walking downstairs. As soon as I turn the stairs, a shotgun is pointing right at me. And he says, hey, what are you guys doing? Or he says, what are you doing, or something. And I don't know if he knew my buddy was up there or not, you know. But then like my buddy came out of the room, you know, like, and looked at me on top of the stairs looking at the dude. My buddy was like, his face was like holy shit, like, you know, like I should jump out of a window, you know, I should go. And you know, who knows what he was thinking. And I was like, I'm not going anywhere, sir. I was like, he's like, come down here. So me and my buddy, we walked down there, and or I walked down there, and I got down there, and I had sandals on. And he put his foot on my sandals so I couldn't move. And it was really humid in the house, no AC, no nothing. It was a hot day in the summer. This was like 3 years ago, like I said, or a long time ago. I was 17, my first time. And he And so I'm at the bottom of the stairs, and then my buddy walks to the top of the stairs, and the guy didn't know he was there, so points the shotgun again. And my buddy was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. My buddy like drops like the knife that he grabbed out of the bedroom upstairs. He drops like a knife, you know, and he drops like some earrings and whatever else he had. He kept the $10, you know, and the guy got on the phone with the police, and we're standing right there, and he's like, hey, I need police assistance in my house. I've had a robbery or a B&E or a kids broke in or something, and you know, they're still here right now. I got them at gunpoint, you know, and so the cop said, and she said about 15 minutes they're going to be there, you know, because they were coming from around the corner. They got there in like 10, 11, 12 or something like that minutes, but, you know, so we were like, and after he hung up, you know, he was, and well, he's also like, and one of them's got a weapon, you know, he was talking about the knife. My buddy had a knife, you know, but a knife he found upstairs, you know, so it just made it more that serious. So we go out, and we're sitting there, and we're like, sir, can we please go outside? You know, it's really hot in here. We're not going to run or nothing. Let's go outside, you know. And he's like, you sure you ain't going to run or whatever, you know? So we go outside, and my buddy's Jeep's gone, and either it's the guy's daughter or his wife that's in a, you know, like a four-wheel drive utility type ATV vehicle. And she's sitting passenger in that. And so we're all standing in a circle, you know, me, my buddy, and then the guy. Me, my buddy, and the guy. And we're all looking at each other, and we're waiting for the cops, waiting for the sirens to hear. And I'm thinking in my head, I got these sandals on. I'm like, God dang, man, what the worst time ever. You know, I'm like, if anything, you know, like my buddy's around the corner. He's already texting me, and buddy's telling me what's going on, bro. Like, I had a dip, you know, because he left as soon as they showed up. He just drove off, and they knew someone was in the house, so that's why they stayed. So we had to, I was trying to talk to my buddy. I was trying to look him in the eye and be like, yo, man, like, let's dip. Like, let's run, dude. Like, you run that way, I run this way, you know? Like, let's get out of here. Or, like, let's go to my buddy, you know, and let's get out of here. And so basically, he would never look at me. He was looking at the ground, and he was like really scared. This is his first time in trouble, so he was like not looking at me at all. Like, he was about to cry, and I was just like, come on, man, look at me. I gotta give you these eyes to let you know, like, I'm about to dip, dude. I can't dip and have you stand here. You're gonna have to say who's that other guy with you, you know, like. So we ended up waiting it out. Cops got there, and I remember they came up to us and they said, anything on you? No. And they said, you know, how old are you? And as soon as they said how old you was, you know, I already turned around, put my hands behind my back, and I was like, 17, sir. And he was like, 17, you're a legal adult, you know, they got to take you in. So, you know, he arrested me right there, put me in the back of the cop car, and we went to the local county jail. And my county, it's like we're right next to the Canada border, so there was a lot of immigrants or a lot of like immigration type people there, you know, with fighting stuff or whatever. A lot of different type of people there was, you know, compared to the one jail I told you about. There's, you know, a couple people. This jail was basically a lot of foreigners and like, you know, like just not like green card type people. You know, a lot of people got pulled over landscaping and not having a green card, you know, or something like that, or not having a license because they haven't ever got it. But so basically the first time, so I go in there and I'm at the jail, I get booked and I go in a little holding cell room, and so different compared. This is a federal jail, by the way. This is a federal jail compared to the county jail. It's a federal county jail, but I went to just a normal, I guess you could say, just like county jail. This is a federal facility, you know, so a lot different, a lot more advanced, you know, and it was a lot more like chillax, you know. It wasn't really like guys screaming, all that type of stuff, you know, during intake and holding cells. Because you had like individual holding cells, like 2 to 3 guys do a cell, and there was like a couple holding pods, and after intake then you got processed to you know, GP, which is general population. So I get booked and everything, and I remember I'm sleeping down, and all of a sudden I lean up, and when I lean up in the lobby wearing a jumpsuit is my buddy that was driving the Jeep. I'm like, I wave to him, he waves to me, you know, and we're both like shocked, and we make eye contact, and I'm like, holy heck, I'm like, how did he get in here? He got away. I'm like, how did the cops get back to him? I'm like, anything. The 15-year-old kid ratted on him, you know, and told him who was the driver, you know, because they never asked me, or they did, and I told them straight up. I was like, I don't know, or something. Then they just left it at that, you know, but maybe that's what I was thinking, you know, and that's the only reason I was thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'll remember in a couple minutes, but I can't remember right now how he ended up getting there. But I just know the cops contacted him, you know. Or his mom they contacted or something, and So basically, we're in there, and my buddy gets booked, and he comes in the same holding cell as me, and we're waiting till the next day to get arraigned via video and see our bond, and we each got a bond. And my buddy's mom was there, and she paid the bond right away, and he got out. And I thought my parents were gonna pay it, and I got out, but no, they told me that the best thing for me would be to stay in there. So I was telling them no, and they said my lawyer said the best thing to do is to do some time on this also, you know, stay in there until you get your out, you know. So 6 days later, 1:30 in the morning, I get bonded out. You know, my parents just, you know, couldn't sleep, couldn't take it, you know, so they kind of got me. And you know, it was the best moment of my life when I went out to the lobby and I seen my dad. You know, I gave him the best hug and the biggest hug. It was awesome, dude. I cried, you know, and then he said, you know, glad you're safe, but then he got mad, said don't do it again. You know, typical dad stuff. And we got to the car, and it was like a 30-minute drive home, and you know, I was shaking and I was crying the whole time. He was really mad, you know, and I upset him, you know, and it just it was such a dumb thing, you know. I was just out doing nothing, just walking around or driving around waiting for no reason because I didn't want to go swimming, and we got in trouble because of this, you know. And like, my friends don't know that to this day unless they watch that video. Sorry, you know. We could have went swimming all, you know. I was freaking dumb. And then we also should have went in the house. So yep, that was it. First time in there, 6 days. So I'll tell you a little bit when I was in there. It's a federal facility, so you had iPads, and you had a TV at the end, and the commissary list was a lot different compared to the one commissary list that I had in my you know, like first jail time, where I did a, you know, like I did a period of time where I did a bit. Yeah, I didn't eat the whole time I was there. Also, I didn't have commissary money because I was there 6 days, you know. But I ended up meeting one of my ex-girlfriend's current boyfriend's stepdad, and yeah, pretty crazy. And he ended up giving me a soup and a honey bun, and I made it through the night. And he gave me a bowl and a spoon. He let me cook it, showed me how to cook it, and yeah, dude, it was a pretty good experience. It wasn't like no crazy stuff. It was really easy and chill, you know. A lot of people are, I think they're doing a bit, you know, or just a federal facility, so it was chill. Big difference, huge difference. And if you ever have a chance to choose your jails, federal jail is a lot better, or a federal facility, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, dude. I just know that my county jail compared to this federal jail was amazing. So, and the food is 10 times amazing also. So yeah, let me know how you like the videos. Quick little story. I ended up taking a B&E charge for breaking and entering, and that was it. And had to do a 2-year probation period, and completed it. 24 months, completed it, and that was that. So like, comment, subscribe. If you comment, let me know a question. Let me know how you think I did. Let me know how you did your first time in jail or something like that. I don't know. Let me know anything. And yeah, thanks so much. We're at 80 subscribers. We're so close to 100. We're gonna hit it, and then bam, we're gonna make those 100 go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to that 1,000. Once we're at 1,000, I'm gonna feel so much more motivated, and just, I feel like just more into it, because I'm gonna be making the videos for money, or I'm gonna be getting money from the videos at some point, or ads on the videos. And I hope I'm able to get some sponsors. And you know, if you guys got sponsors, you got a product I can show, you know. I mean, I charge you nothing. I'll charge you nothing right now, and I'll show it up there and everything, you know. Later down the line, as I get bigger, I'll get some money, you know, for doing that. But yeah, peace out.